Thanks for being here, by the way. And I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Walt. For those of you that are new here, I did start this to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, mental health, and also wanted to provide a platform for all survivors to share their journey from all across the world, and also bringing on experts in brain health so they can share their knowledge for all of us to learn. But so that's that. So anyway, this morning's my guest is the one and only Aubrey Robinson, but I call her Obs, simply Obs on her YouTube page, and I'll put that up so you guys can, uh, the like mine, subscribe to her channel, simply Obs. But we'll talk about that. But she's not only a TBI survivor, but a 3-time stroke survivor. So, and we'll hear about Aubrey's story. Pretty unbelievably inspiring. So please ask questions, make comments, and also if you haven't done it on my channel first, subscribe. Let's Talk Stroke on YouTube, and just easier to go if you know ampersand or just at simply Obs, and subscribe to her channel too. It's inspiring to see what she's doing. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, good morning again, and let's see who you all are here, and I appreciate you guys being here and supporting us. So anyway, thank you again for being here. And also, let's see, Bruce, nice to see you. Kevin, anyway, let's bring on Ob. She's the main focus of this show. So here we go.
Hey.
There you are.
Yeah, we can say hi to people. Who do we have?
Can you
Bruce,
see it?
Kevin, Lynn, and Zane?
Yes, nice to
there.
see you.
Welcome.
And Bruce, good to see you guys.
Yep. See, you got it.
Yeah, here we go. We're starting off. So, Oz, how are you?
I am doing very good. Thank you. I'm just like, it's pretty good day, I would say. Very much.
Good to hear. And you're located Mary, you're Brad, nice to see you. I always get caught up on these comments too. But
okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Peachtree City, Georgia. So the
great
part about that is there's 100 miles of paved golf cart trail. So I can be able to, because yes, I can't drive a real car. That's what doctor said. But 25 mile per hour golf cart? Okay. So I can go down to Starbucks, get my coffee, go to the grocery store. Hey, pretty cool. If it's outside of Peachtree City, can't do it. But there's a lot I can do.
Absolutely. I mean, if we're talking about your story, you actually had your bicycle accident in San Francisco, right?
Correct. Yes, that is correct. So crazy. We can talk about my crazy story, but I'll try to condense it-ish. So I had just always been, how do you call it? Let's see. I didn't know what I was going to do. Like, I was like, I could do this, I could do this. And my mom always gave me crap about it. Like, you could do so many things. There's too many things.
Right.
I was a Starbucks barista. But thankfully I had weighed over like 300 pounds, and I was flying home to my partner's house for Christmas, and I couldn't buckle my seatbelt. So I was too embarrassed to ask for extenders. So I got back and I was like, all right, that's it. So I lost 160 pounds. But hey, so I'm very happy I did that. And then I got courage and I went to a coding boot camp. And I was in Boulder, Colorado at the time.
Oh, wow.
And so I was able to take this 6-month course, and I'd always been a geek. I'd even worked at the Apple store, I'd done all the repairs and stuff, but I didn't have confidence in me. But started to lose weight, and I was like, "I could do this." So
You did it.
then, yeah, that was it. I went, and then I got a job right off in San Francisco.
Wow. Coding?
Coding, yes, sorry, I
Wow.
should say that, at a startup, so I got to do that and start away, and it was awesome. I was like, "Man, this is great." But I was like, and sorry, no offense, Jerry, but
No.
I'm like, "It's just a bunch of straight white dudes."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm in San Francisco. There should be more, right?"
Right. Absolutely.
So, thankfully, I found a great group of people for the AIDS life cycle. So, it was a bicycle ride 545 miles
Wow.
from San Francisco down to LA over 7 days,
Wow.
camping out each night, and so I joined this group. Freaking amazing. But so funny, what was it? 3 or 4 days after my 36th birthday,
Right?
um, I was on the train ride, and 2 miles from then, we gone like 40 miles all uphill. Hate hills. But then I'm like, "Wait, what?" So, yeah, what do you call it? I we'd gone uphill and we at the top, and they were like, "Come on, Aubrey, rest." I'm like, "No way, I'm going down." So, nobody saw my accident. I don't remember, but they said it must've been a pothole. I don't think so. I rode motorcycles, so I know that. Or an animal ran out, probably a squirrel, and I braked, went up
Wow.
my handlebars. I just bought a new helmet. But, yep, the helmet saved my life, but basically, my brain got shaken up, and I had 3 strokes, so it was quite an endeavor. But
Wow.
I'm alive.
Hey, there you go. I mean, it's amazing. You got a traumatic brain injury, then
Yeah,
3 strokes.
correct, yeah, 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 and we didn't even know I had the 3 strokes until, I was at the 2nd hospital. We're like, "Wait, what?" And
Wow.
because, yeah, they had said 3 brain bleeds, and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And so they had to go look in my file, and they had to get my stuff had been put in a different file, MRI or something,
Right.
and then they changed it,
Oh,
and they're like, "Whoa, yep, she had 3 strokes." What?
wow. They
But
put
I
it in a
was like,
different file.
yeah, I know, I'm like, "How do you do that?" But because of my especially because of my talking, they were like, l even in my hometown in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, there's tons of retired nurses. They're like, "Oh, honey, when did you have a stroke?" I'm like, "What?"
Wow.
So, yeah,
I
I just
do I see Diane is saying, does she has a question. Is it a question, Diane, for, from OBS or for? Does she because she can't get out of a she can't walk.
oh, yeah. Well, it's one of those, so my stages were I was in, 3 different hospitals for 4 months, and, when I got home, that was my thing. I'm like, "I wanna walk out." But
Right.
so we had the, what is it called? Hemi cane, which I think people know. It's a quad, the 4 walker, and it
Yes.
kinda looks like a mini ladder, but it's secure, and so I used that to walk out of the hospital, but it wasn't easy.
Wow.
So, it's definitely taken a long time.
Yeah,
Remember, I'm
absolutely.
7 years out. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't wear an AFO, do you?
I don't now, but I did.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I still do.
Yeah, okay. Well, and that's the thing, like, back and forth. I need to practice more
Yeah,
because even my wife, sometimes when stuff happens, I'm like, I can't keep up. Well, not that I can't keep up. She's good about like slowing down for me, but Oh, yeah, I gotta make sure my foot doesn't drop.
Yeah, yeah. So you still have those issues.
Correct, yeah. Every once in a while, depending on, like, if I'm really tired or stuff like that.
Right, right. But you are
Yeah,
good for you to overcome that. I mean, not
it's
easy.
still, I will say, still a recovery. So
Yeah,
I'm not like, "Oh, better." I'm like, "Definitely not."
yeah,
Because, "Oh, yeah, well, we kinda talked about it sooner." I'm like, "You hear how I talk? This is terrible. But if I sing, I am fine." What?
yeah,
So, I'm still kind of diving into that, like, "Wait, what?"
yeah.
So
Navigating through that. But yeah, but
correct.
I love the way you talk.
Oh, well, thanks.
I,
And it's
yeah,
funny, my wife says the same thing. I'm like, "But you don't know how it was." I mean,
yeah,
you know, but
absolutely. Wow. So you ended up you were in San Francisco, three hospitals.
yep. So, yeah, in San Francisco, and I was in 3 different hospitals, and, I was very, very happy at my last one. I got to be in San Francisco. My friends could come visit, and that was cool. But
Right.
then, yeah, after that, I was like, I kinda interrupted my parents' retirement. So
Oh,
they, brought me back home to Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
wow.
And, so there I am across the country and then back across the country.
Right.
So, yeah, but I was very thankful, to have my parents to help me out with that. Cause yeah, well, couldn't really go upstairs. I mean, I had practiced like 4 stairs, but
Right.
I'm like, I was on the 2nd story of something.
Wow.
So my apartment in San Francisco. So, yep, nope.
Didn't work.
Yep. So,
Wow. So
yeah.
wow. So they took you back all the way to Florida.
Yep. And I was like, "What am I gonna do?" I mean, I am thankful, but I'm
Sure.
like, here's kind of to give you an idea. So a 36-year-old woman, and I was like, I can't go anywhere. I can't drive anywhere. I'm like, ask mom, dad, can one of y'all take me to Starbucks? Like, seriously? I'm like, I have to ask to be taken. No, it was quite a, what do you call him?
Yeah.
Like a,
I know.
what? Yeah.
Wait. I don't know. Wait. I know. Well, I think we
Yeah.
know.
The word, I'm like, "Ugh." Talking is hard sometimes. I'm like,
Yeah. It
I
is.
used to be good and so eloquent. Now I spoke, and now I'm like, you know that word.
Yeah.
My wife is a great interpreter, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. I know that feeling.
Yep.
You know. It's like an eye opener. I mean,
Yes.
like, oh man, I gotta. Or I know. A 36-year-old woman, and mom, can you drive me to the store or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, yep. Not so awesome.
Yeah. Exactly. But you're not driving. You're still not driving.
Yeah, but I'm still not driving, but I'm very thankful
You're
to
alive.
say I'm like my wife. I mean, she runs the ship. I mean,
Really.
she gets it. And I'm so proud. But yeah, I still struggle with like, I want to do it. I can
Yeah.
do it, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. But
But
yeah, and you're I have to bring it up here. It's,
yeah.
somewhere here. It's I right there. Simply Obs, right?
Yeah.
There it is. And that's your
Oh, yep. You're right.
there it is.
That's me.
I
Pretty much all online. By me.
yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. You're God, you're so let's see here. Um there's now Ebonitis saying any advice on coming off the AFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could say something very eloquent right now,
I understand.
but I can't. I mean, yeah, because I mean, I just know I wore it forever. I had to get different shoes, and
Yeah.
to make room for it, and it was I mean, I remember I would do was it weekly updates or whatever, so I'd show myself walking back
Right.
and forth, like, a couple yards and update people.
Yeah.
Gosh, now you're
Yeah.
bringing me back. I'm like, "Whoa, I forgot." So it was an ongoing process of doing it. It wasn't "I'm all better." Like,
Right.
still not all better, but I'm like, it's a process of little by little, and the cool thing I will say about video is you can record yourself. You don't have to post it anywhere,
Right.
but you get to see it,
Yeah.
and you can see the progress you make,
Yeah.
and it's actually fantastic. I'll have to download some of my old ones and bring it back because even my speech, as much as I hate it now, but I can sing and it's fun. I'm like, "What is
Yeah.
that? I don't get it."
Yeah.
But it's something that I'm
Yeah.
still learning about.
Yeah. You could sing. And so was it your mom? No, I can't remember who told you.
Oh, my wife, like, told me a story about I don't know, I should know this better, but it was Roy Cohen's some great singer's wife had a stroke and then could not speak, like, at all,
Right.
but she could sing. So, I mean, that's still to me, I'm like, "That doesn't make sense."
Right. Right.
But it's like the brain, I mean, and I won't get technical because I can't, but the brain, it's an amazing organ, like, nobody can say why the talking is different or the singing is different. I remember actually when I was at the 3rd hospital, and I sang happy birthday to my sister. I'm like, I should have got in my head. They were like, because I was monotone before that.
Right. Oh,
And so, I mean, I was just talking and it was like, there was no change, all monotone.
right.
But once they heard that, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna say this. You go down there was a little junk piano in the what they call it, cafeteria, and they said every day, go down there, play, and sing."
Ah,
So,
that's what you
yeah,
did.
correct. Well, I probably should have kept on, but hey, 7 years later, here I am.
Yeah. There was
So,
one, I would just suggest, oh gosh, I forgot about getting off the AFO. I got
yeah,
off my AFO, just through therapy, and then I broke my hip 3 years
oh,
ago, back into so I don't that's my suggestion. Don't break your hip.
yeah, yeah, probably a good thing, huh?
Exactly. And good morning, salute. Nice to see you. You
Yep. Good morning, salute.
absolutely. And, let's see, yeah. Uh, Good morning, Ron. There's me. So if we missed you, um, sorry.
Yep.
Lynette? Yeah. So quite the story that you have. I mean, it's really, I mean, the attitude is just, you've got an amazing attitude for, I mean, but I know you didn't remember. It was a pothole, they think.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Or
see.
like an animal ran out in a break. That's what it probably was.
Uh,
But I was by myself, so I didn't have a whole group with me.
yeah,
Sometimes you get to where you go and a bunch of people on the hill were just resting. They're like, "Come on, Ops, just rest."
that
I'm like,
didn't work
"No
for you.
way."
What street?
So
Remember?
it was Wildcat Canyon.
Oh, okay. I just wondered
So,
in San
yeah.
Francisco.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually it's funny, in Oakland, which is right across the
Yeah.
bay, but, yeah, I know I keep saying I wanna go back to that spot
Ah,
and see if it brings up anything,
wow.
but Yeah,
not gonna
doctor
do that,
said if I don't remember within, was a year or 2 years, probably
right?
gone. But there's been many things that I have proved wrong.
Yes, that's good. Good for
Yeah,
you. Wow.
thanks. I'm
So, but
excited.
yeah, so you've actually the other deficits. I mean, your hands. I mean, you're playing the guitar. I mean,
Well, hey, let's talk about that. Remember, so I was a software engineer, so I
right,
kinda had to move my fingers.
right,
This is fine. This is not as fine. But yes, it moves a lot better, but yeah, as you know, there's a bunch of the
mm, there it is.
things.
Yes,
I'm like, thankfully, I can do them, and I had to do them in the hospital. I have to do them even. It's just crazy, when you do it in your regular hand, unaffected side. It's like,
I know.
oh yeah, it's no easy. But yeah, this I'm like, wait, what?
Is it tingling? Do you have tingling like me?
Oh yeah, on the left side of my body, it's all tingling. I mean,
Oh,
and they said that might be forever, but they said that means the nerves still work. So that was a big thing for me. I know they did testing on like see if the nerves were still alive and all that.
right,
So I mean, yeah, I had to go through all that. And I'm very thankful to say it's still tingling, but
right, exactly.
it's not all better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to, uh, um, let's see. Lynn saying, "Have to ask if I want to go anywhere." Um, I'm I don't Lynn from Pennsylvania. I'm not sure what that means, but, someone asked,
Yeah.
"Did you break a hip as a result of not having an AF on?" No, I tripped
Yeah.
over a carpet. I wasn't looking like you said, as your foot drops or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what mine did. I walking, didn't even look at the carpet and tripped,
Yeah.
and luckily I keep my phone with me. Do you keep anything with you all the time? I'm thinking if something happens.
Yeah.
Do
Actually, it's funny because, well, let's see. Before my accident, I used to be like, oh, I was tech, all tech, and always have my phone, always this
Yeah,
thing. And it's so the good thing is, yeah, I try to always have my phone, but I got terrible at checking email messages.
right?
I'm like, I used to check multiple times a day, and now I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I haven't checked that in a while. So that's why sorry, Jerry, but, texting's better for
Yeah.
me 'cause
Well, I
immediate.
know I'm glad we got the number, we text because
Yeah.
yeah, when you said you didn't do the yeah,
See?
yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I see it's really a well, deficit. I mean,
yeah,
it's I've been back and forth like, "Yeah, I need to get back on," and whatever.
yeah, no, but you're doing great though.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah, and every morning you're doing your, um, live on
Yep.
Facebook and YouTube,
Yeah.
I think.
Morning motivational minute-ish.
I love it. There you go.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys have to check her out there, out there. I gotta put it up again because Simply Oz is
Yeah.
really, I love the way you introduce yourself and,
Thank you. But,
absolutely.
yeah, for me, it was just like, okay, basically, I wanna do things to help. I'm like, "I wanna make the world a better place." I'm like, "Yes, it's true. I do. I am one of those dorks, but I wanna try to help." So I'm like, "Alright, let's think about this. A minute-ish," because I know it won't be exactly I'm not so good about that. I kind of am what do you call I do everything a little extra. But anyways, I'm
Yeah,
like, pick a stoic quote each morning, and I'm like, "Here it is." And I'm like, basically, "Hey, what are you gonna do? What am I
right.
gonna do?" Like, sometimes Yeah, it's nice to have a question in a minute-ish.
Right.
So,
That's amazing. Okay, now I see Serena here.
all right.
Rod first is what is your YouTube channel? Would love to watch it. If you go to right Obs,
Yeah.
I put it right here, simply Obs.
Yeah.
That's it's so yeah,
Yep.
minute-ish. Oh gosh,
YouTube.com/SimplyOps. Just, yep.
that's it.
Yep. So,
Awesome.
and good thing is I have what I know at least over 365 because I've been doing it for a year.
Wow.
A little
That's
bit more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, how did you manage to lose your AFO? Susan's asking, but they're all Serena's asking. First one, story of she loves the story behind your neck. Probably the tats. The tat.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forget sometimes. I'm like, "Oh, yeah. So, yeah, let me tell you about this because
Yeah.
it's, like, my favorite tattoo." It is well, my trach scar right there. So, I know I wanted to be able to show my mom was funny, she was trying to give me oil, she's like, "Get rid of it," and now I'm like, "No, I wanna show it." It was part of my life, but
Right.
everybody's different. But anyways, so my artist, Brooke, she's awesome, but I actually drew the heart, and then she did the bird, so I'm like shows me, okay, I'm alive now because people help me. So, like my accident, yeah, I would've been dead,
Right.
but people were around me to bring in support and help me breathe.
Right.
So, help me live. So, that's why and first thing I see when I look in the mirror, obviously my face, but see that too, I'm like, "See? People love you.
Yeah.
People
Absolutely.
help to care for you."
That's that's beautiful. Also, on like your knuckles.
Oh, yeah.
There's something
Yep.
up behind that too.
So, yeah, Bear Grit. So, and this was kind of one of those, and it's funny. Okay, let me try to show off. There's my bear, and then I was like, bear. So it's not spelled the same, but Bear Grit. So basically, for me, yeah, well, you call it the organization I'm wanting to form was named by my wife, Grin and bear it. And we change it to grit and bear it.
Ah, that's
So I'm
awesome.
like, bear grit then is how I make money for the what do you call it? Nonprofit. So yep, there we go. We could kind of do that,
Oh,
but
there yeah.
yep,
Yeah, Serena, I just put it up here. Yeah, every tattoo has a story.
yep, exactly. And
Yeah, that's
that's what
awesome.
I love about them. I got a few, but I'm like, yes, even this, it was funny because my parents hate tattoos, but when I was in the
Oh,
hospital, when I woke up from my coma, all the nurses like, "Oh, I love your ink, so cool." I'm like, "See, mom, dad?" But
oh, that's awesome. Um,
yeah,
that's let's see here. Yeah, Susan, she's saying, well, you could see.
yeah. Well, thank you.
Absolutely, that is very nice to use.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, so that's so I love the stories. I mean, you didn't go get tattoos. I mean, there's something about it. I mean, you're
yeah,
alive and
yeah. I mean,
people
yeah.
love you and
There's so much. I'm like, dude, Jerry, you and I were alive.
right. Thank God.
I'm like, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, dude, let's take a moment and just think about that.
Right,
Everybody, me and you, everybody here, we're alive.
right,
So choose what are you gonna do today?
right, right.
So I'm like, there's so much possibility, so much stuff to do if you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have a what is it? I forgot, but I remember seeing some buy me a coffee. Is that um
Oh, yeah, I kinda used to have that up on there, and I'm still trying to figure it all out, I have it, like, on the bottom of my thing,
Yeah,
but, yeah, still trying to figure that out because I'm like, that was just my friends were like, you need to put something there to kinda help support the channel,"
yeah.
but
That's
yeah,
I know that it exactly because we're not really work. I mean, this is a passion.
correct, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing, it's like, well, and
doesn't
depending
pay.
on where you are, like, I'm on disability, so
Yeah,
I can't work, I can't make money, like, only up to a certain point if that at, you know,
yeah.
yeah. But
I'm working.
what are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do coming up? Jerry, you've done fantastic, and I was so excited to be able to find you. It was through something, what is it, a year or something ago?
Yeah,
And it was like my buddy Doc Rock said something, and I'm
I
like,
think that's right. We were watching. Yes,
yeah.
yeah, and
So,
then
and I am so thankful because I had been looking all over for people like who had had stroke or brain injury, traumatic brain injury. And it was like I could not find it, especially in the hospitals. I was like, nothing. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of a researcher. That's what I do. But I'm like, I couldn't find anything. And I was like, really? There's got to be somebody out there
yeah, you can't be
doing
the only
something.
one,
Yeah.
right?
So I'm very happy that I finally started, even though it took me years because of my voice.
Yeah, no,
But I'm like, don't waste what did I waste? Like 4 years not doing it?
I'm with
But
you.
get on it. We
Yeah,
got it. Just
yeah,
share it, get to know people. I
yeah.
mean,
Did,
yeah.
did you think you're the only? Because with me, I always thought, oh my gosh, I didn't really know what a stroke was. I didn't know that. There's other people out there, and
Yeah.
you said there was you just trying to find someone, maybe a community or someone that.
Yeah.
And I think it took me 4 or 5 years or so. Same thing to
Really.
just
Yeah.
doing nothing because I couldn't know. You know, I
Yeah.
wanted to get a hobby or do something.
Yep.
I turned right back home. I couldn't.
Yeah.
What am I going to
Yeah.
do? I can't get on a ladder. I can't. I can't.
Yep.
We're limited.
Correct. Yeah. There's definitely what do you call that? Deficient well, not deficiency, but there's well, yeah, you could say that. I
Yeah.
mean, that was the hardest thing I knew for me. It's kinda taking it way back, but, like, even when I was back at my parents' house, after my injury and after the hospitals, I'm like when she got home from the grocery store or something, "I wanna go and help,"
Yeah.
but I can't. I mean, or I can, but not as much as I would like to.
Right.
Like, I'm used to being the pack mule, just grab a bunch of bags and go,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh, I have to have my cane in one hand, and then I can only do this, but this is my weak arm, so it makes it even harder."
Right.
And yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely was a kick in the face. I'm like,
Yeah. My gosh, I know.
yeah,
Kind of crazy. But now
yeah,
you found a huge community out there that
yeah,
you can relate to. We can
yeah,
relate to, and you're doing your thing every single morning.
yeah.
And you upload videos too, don't you?
I do, and that's what I need to actually do more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I gosh, when was it? It is May, almost June. Let's see. So, yeah, I need to get back on that because I took a break for a while, and I'm like, "Alright, let's just chill."
Right.
But, yep, I need to start uploading again.
Yeah. Exactly. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying there. How would you answer Susan's question? Not statement there.
Yeah, physical limitations are one thing that are not easy for me to accept.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's a loaded comment, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I totally get that
Yeah.
because, yeah, I wish I could say, hey, this is it, just do this. But Yeah, unfortunately, no. There are still things I come into contact every day that I'm like, I can't do it. It's
Yeah.
like even just like helping mow the lawn. I used to do that all the time,
Right.
but I can't,
I know.
or I'm not like I used to be.
Right.
So I'm like, it's hard. I mean, it's still hard. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's just one of those things that I'm like, basically, I'm like, okay, I cannot do this. What can I do to
Right.
help out?
Yeah.
And what can I do? And even as crazy as it sounds, but little bits at a time, like knowing that little bits you make of progress,
Yes.
all of a sudden you can do more.
Yes.
So it's unfortunately not necessarily an easy, just like that. You got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
all process and continuing on.
Yeah. And
So
I like what you said earlier about, because I do that. And at first I thought, wow, why am I doing this? Like video, recording yourself, like
yeah,
um, watching the progress you make. Look back and think, wow,
yeah.
there. I'm not doing it just for. It actually is for me to help to see where I've come compared to what
Yep.
I was.
Yes, yes. Because that's why I'm like, "Oh, crap," for me, it's hit me, I'm like, "Oh, I need to do that. Oops." Because,
Right.
yeah, I mean, it'll show you, yeah, see, I'm trying to censor myself. Crap show. Like, I mean, just all over the place. I was just, "Meh," yeah, and
Yeah.
you look at
Exactly.
it. So what
Yeah.
is that trying to do? Yeah, yeah, it's crazy when you go back to do something you thought was simple. I'm like,
Right.
talk about exhausted and the whole like neuromental fatigue.
Yes.
It's a real thing. I mean, whoa.
So
I
7
mean,
years, 7 years, and you have the
oh,
neuro fatigue.
yeah. And I'm like, I should be over this, right? I should be all better. No,
Yeah.
unfortunately not.
Did you
So,
think so in the beginning? Like, okay,
oh,
it's just a
yeah.
matter of time. I'm gonna be back
Yeah.
to.
I mean, that was my whole thing. I know this is gonna sound terrible. Sorry. Don't hate me for it. But I was like, I didn't even want to use my Simply Obs until I was all healed up and better.
Right?
So I was like, ew.
The eye opener.
Yep. I know I gotta do this. I gotta show even the ugliness or, it's gonna be a process now. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. So, yep, this is where I was, and this is where I'm going. I'm going that way, but little by little. So, it's not easy at all,
Yeah,
but
exactly. Um, yeah. Nice to see you guys here. Thanks for commenting too. I see Josh and Deborah and Donald. Yeah. Susan. Oh, this is a good one. I don't know if you've seen my. I did where it says right here. I put it up. I'd like to tie my shoes again. You know what? I when I was in the hospital, one of my therapists, well, everybody called him one arm Bob. He only had one arm,
yeah,
and he taught me how to tie my shoes with one arm. It's like, and I posted that. So that to me, wow, I could do
yeah.
that. Even did your therapist? They wanted me to use both hands, and
Oh, yeah,
I kind of, I didn't give up. Well, I kind of did.
yeah.
So
Well, the thing I found, I was like frustrated. Well, obviously everybody knows, but I'm like, best thing, hickeys. Not the back in high school things, but they were called hickeys. They're
yeah.
elastic shoelaces.
Oh,
Best
not in high
thing
school. It's like,
ever. What's I'm like, but best thing ever. I'm like, it took me 40 or 36 years to remember or to know about that.
wow.
I'm like, I don't want to tie a shoelace. I mean, give me just slip on. But I know it's
You have
not
those?
everybody's thing, but I've gotten my wife, my daughter, and they're all hooked.
Yeah. And your daughter is 18 years old. Wait, I think I remember.
Yep, yep. You're right. Yep, she's 18.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Man, yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, she's grown on up and doing her thing, and it's funny, her boyfriend has a Tesla, but it's like he's been saving up since he was 13. So
Wow.
I was like, oh, that's so cute. But I'm like, kind of awesome. I got to ride in a Tesla, but
Yes.
I mean, it's cool, like seeing their part, seeing them grow up, and
Yes. Exactly.
so
Wow.
yeah,
So did you, I always ask this question, but it's just
yeah,
probably the dumbest question that, because I know how I was going through when you first had the depression part of it or the
oh,
mental part of it. Was that any big
sure.
deal for you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like if anybody says it's not, they're lying. Actually, okay, I'm bad at saying that. I don't believe people when they say no. I
Right.
mean,
I'm with
it's
you.
just yeah, it's something that I'm like, what am I gonna do? So yeah, they
It's
put
real.
me on antidepressants when I was still unconscious in the hospital.
Wow.
So I'm like, all right, here we go. And so that's something I've continued. Just saying,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't need to let it go. It's a real injury, and sometimes you need to have that or have medicine to help.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
absolutely all about that. I'm like, let's talk about mental health. Talk about it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And it is actually Mental Health Awareness Month too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
stroke and
cool.
yeah, so that's a big thing. Mental health of the,
Yeah.
brain injury.
Yep. Oh, and we talk about like energy or lack of and all this. I'm like, Ritalin.
Yeah,
Yep. I take it now. Wait, what?
really? Okay.
Yeah. So I take Ritalin now, and that is not necessarily antidepressant, but
It
energy. So
yeah,
I know, I have to take a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon. And I'm like, yep. Guess who has ADHD? What? Yep. And the strokes and TBI kind of, what do you call it, accentuated it.
yeah, yeah, just
So,
yeah, interesting.
yeah.
Wow. No seizure meds?
Thankfully, I don't because they were worried about that at first, like, the doctors. So they were very much watching me, but I am thankful to say I didn't have any, and I still do not.
Good for you. That's
So,
a wow.
very thankful for that. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, don't worry, I got other stuff, but that I'm good."
Wow, wow. That's
Yeah.
incredible. So what I'm trying to think what else did we not cover? Uh, about your that we want you to tell everybody. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know I love to always ask too is what would you tell somebody that's going through what you actually currently we're all going through it?
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Well, let me tell you, first of all, write everything down. I'm like, "Wait, what?" Yeah. So,
Wow.
I even have a thing here. It's like you just write it down and then check every day and see. I mean, now I've gone really crazy-ish, but I'm like, I have oops, where do I find them? Like, even, like well, I won't show you, but, yeah, when you have, like, crazy stuff going on,
You
sometimes the best thing is to write it down and plan it. So get it out of your brain
wow.
and onto something you will see again. If it's
Right.
your phone, if it's piece of paper,
Yeah.
being able to see it and remember, I'm like, there's no memory anymore, really.
Yeah.
So got to write it down because, yep, it'll be gone.
Yeah. That's good you do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Gotta
Yeah,
keep on because I'm like, dude, I actually think of some pretty good ideas. But if I don't write them down, they're gone.
they're gone.
So I'm like, dude, make sure there is so much potential, so much awesomeness out in the world. I'm like, that you have. How many people are missing it now?
Yeah,
Get out there, do it, you know?
yeah,
It's like you're stronger than you realize. I remember when I was in the hospital, people are like, "Oh, it's so amazing that you did this. I could never." And I'm like, actually, you don't know what kind of power that you have, how strong you are
right.
until you're in that situation.
Yeah,
So guess what? You're strong enough.
that's
You
right.
can do it.
Absolutely.
So that's my encouragement ish. I'm like, hey, it's possible. 7 years down the road, I found out I can sing, but I can't talk. Right. And I'm like, it's a process.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah, thank
Really
you.
good.
It's trying.
Yeah, you're doing great, and you have to. I mean, the guitars and you still play the piano.
Yep, yeah. I've actually moved it so it's under my desk here, so I can still
Tickle the
be here,
ivories.
play. Yep, have my mic, and set up that camera. I'm like, oh yeah.
Ah, that's nice. You got a great setup.
I'm like, hey, I got some time,
Yeah.
and I'm thankful. Had some years, but I'm like, you know what, doing it.
Yeah,
May not know what I'm doing. May be a total crap show. I'm like, you know what?
just do it.
Doing it, yeah, and
Right.
have friends tell you, maybe not this," or, "Yeah, this is awesome." You get
Absolutely.
feedback.
Absolutely. Stroke support group. Not sure if you know Yvonne.
Uh,
Can't, she's in Athens, Greece.
"Oh, really?
Nice to see
Nice."
you. But she says here, sometimes you need help and not be embarrassed about. It. Yeah,
Yeah,
but you might not believe me, but I suffer from depression. I have a bad day, but I have bad days, but it's normal. I know.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
we all, you know, people don't want to admit it. It's okay to
yep,
ask for help.
yeah. Yeah, it is. It's just I know a lot of people don't like to admit bad things, but I'm like, "You know what? It's not like it's that."
Right.
So,
Different. You see, that's funny. They're
yep,
sneaking badass.
I love it. I'm like, "Yep, if we're going on my show, I'm a little, what, flavorful with my words?
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to censor,
I
trying
don't.
to be good."
Did you, what do you call that?
The morning motivational minute-ish?
Oh, I love that. But did your, I might think of other people and myself,
Oh.
my filter kind of,
Oh,
I,
yep,
I don't say it here, but the filter kind of went, you
yep.
know,
Yeah, you see, that is fantastic that you say that because 'cause I'm that exactly is it. It's like filter. Yep,
what?
my filter is almost pretty much gone. But I'm like and that's another one of my freaking amazing things of having a stroke, TBI. I'm like, I'm free of that. But I try to be better when I'm on other things, but I'm like, if I slip up, I slip up. But
Yeah,
I'm like, my goal, what do I want? Well, want to help people. I may
yeah,
look like a crapshoot, but I'm like, you know what? As long as it helps others, I know I've needed it
yeah,
and gotten it. So let's give it out.
absolutely. Serena,
Mm.
what filter?
Yeah, yep,
Okay, they're all saying that.
yep,
Um,
yep. Oh,
Joy,
see, yep, y'all know what's up.
that's right. Yeah,
Yep,
after my stroke, I had zero filter. I see that, Joy. I mean, I
yep,
don't see that, but I understand.
yep. Oh, yeah. I
Yes.
found out there's a ton that I said to my mother in the hospital
Oh,
when I don't remember.
oh, because she told you,
Eh
reminded you.
well, actually, yeah, my sister told me mom had told my sister. My sister told me. I'm like,
I can't believe I said that, right?
yep, yep, crazy.
Jerry, yep. Thanks, Aubrey. Really enjoyed listening to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so nice.
Yep, yep.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just a, crazy, whatever. I mean, meh. But, hearing that, I'm like, you know what? All right, good. I'm doing what I'm doing. Help somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Wow. Well, everybody, I appreciate you being on here. So, because well over a year. It's been last,
Yeah,
yeah. I can't believe how time flies. So,
it does.
wow.
She got some good people, great people. It's awesome. That's why I'm
Ah,
like, I don't want to come and hog all the space. But
oh no, I am so happy. It's always good to get the update. What's going on now
yeah,
compared
yeah,
to last time.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I watch yours and I bring it back up. Oh, thank you for sharing this, Lynette. Yeah, this is it right here. Yes, she
Oh
asked.
yeah.
Let me bring it up because I know that Serena here is asking.
Oh yeah.
Right here, Serena. Um, go to YouTube / right simply off. I just
Yeah.
gonna. I mean, I have no. You're one of. I have
Yeah.
like you and there's several people that they're
Yeah.
subscribed to her channel.
Yeah. If you're subscribed, yeah.
Yeah, and hit the notification button, the bell, and then you'll know because I get that notification every time you're on. I
Yep.
click on there real quick, and
Yeah.
try to type and
Yep.
you know,
Well, and in your defense, usually I try to do it 7 a.m. my time, Eastern. So that's 6 your time. So I'm like,
yes, yeah,
exactly. So I'm like, dude, it's okay. Just getting up. I'm like a weirdo. My dogs get me up at 5. So I'm like, that's how it is. But sometimes amazing. But well, my wife had something to do. So she got up, fed the dogs, and then I was like, oh crap, I woke up late. And glad I know Jerry's there, but I was like, what am I gonna do? But
yeah. No, you good? Yeah, yeah. Well, yes. Um, thank you guys. Look at that. Yeah, there you go. I usually go back and look
yep,
at these comments. I know I missed them
yep.
all. Not all of them, but
Absolutely.
you know.
Yeah, no problem in some, but hey, thank you all for being here today. I mean, it is awesome. Thanks for any questions. We'll try to go back through and look.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I mean, basically, from Jerry and myself, yep, just do it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a process for the rest of my life. Like, it's something that I'm learning. And 7 years out, I learn I can sing.
Yeah. Isn't that
What?
great? So
And
just like that neuroplasticity. I mean, that's awesome. So you could
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, I know that's gonna be something I need to actually get down and record.
yes. And
But
put it on. I want to see him. I want to see it.
yeah, and it's funny, it's gonna be an interesting thing because even my mother, she was like, "Yeah, go ahead and songwrite, do that, but get somebody else to sing." And I'm like, "Uh, uh," you know? So I'm like, that was even before my accident, so I still had that in my head. So I'm like, "Obs, you're alive. You survived this crazy accident. They give you
No
a
kidding.
5% chance."
Yeah.
5. Like, what? They thought you were gonna die that night. But I'm here. And so, yeah, the whole voice thing, I'm like, get over it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah,
you do have I'm sure I can say you have a kick-ass voice.
yeah. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Gonna
Absolutely.
take that and hold on to it.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, um, yeah, okay. I see that, Susan. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So
Yeah.
it's a challenge, but it's worth it, the work.
Yeah. That is so true.
Yep. All right. Well, guys, thank you. And Ob's been awesome.
Yep.
Woo-hoo.
Very good. Do it again sometime
Oh,
for sure. And if anybody wants to reach out, totally. I'm good with it.
there we go.
Yeah.
Everybody heard that. So cool. Cool stuff. So
Yeah.
thanks again, Aubrey. And everybody else, thank you for being here.
Yep, absolutely. Glad y'all came in.